this video, we're going to create a submit form so that we can submit to the Firebase, which is the most exciting thing to do, obviously. But before that, I just want to quickly use this bootstrap form class because it looks terrible. Okay, so let's quickly do that. I'm going to hide the sidebar so that we get a bit of a bigger screen here. So form, let's give it a class name. Class name form control, right? And then we have to put it inside div. Okay, put inside div and do the same for this input field as well. Okay. And then okay, we got the class name form control, and then these divs will have form control form group, class name form group. All right, let's see how it looks. What is this? Okay, form control form, oh sorry, it's form group, I think. Form group, and then this is form control. Okay, so form group, sorry, it's not on the form, it should be here, right? Class name form group, and then here also class name form group, and then the input will actually have the form control. Okay, reference style, and then class name form control. Hopefully this time it'll work. All right. Okay, so we got the form, we got a div with the form input, form group, and then this input field has the class name of form control, form group, form control. Let's see. Yes, finally. That's better. Let's give this a class name. Class name button primary. Yep, beautiful. Okay, we type something here, and then we want to hit post and get something happen, right? So let's do that. Let's implement that feature. So the method we need is we can call it anything we like. What do we call it? Let's call it on handle submit. Okay, on submit. When the form submit, we want to execute this function, and we're going to name that this on handle submit, right? Okay, this on handle submit. Beautiful. Okay, let's create this method. Okay, on handle submit event prevent default behavior, so the browser doesn't load. Okay, event prevent default, and what are we going to do? We're going to execute a function that will save this data to the Firebase. So what data we want to save? We want to save, we build this one. Let's name it post. Const post equals to object, and this will have title value will be this state title, right? And then body, and body's value will be this state the body. So whenever you just start typing on change, these states get filled. It gets certain title, certain body, and that is exactly what we want to post, right? That is what we want to submit to the database. So we send this object post, which has the title and body and key value, all that. Great. Okay, so we got this one. Now we need a method. So method will, for example, let's say database, because this database, remember, it's the firebase we initialized. Okay, so that database, and then let's create a method. What do we call it? Save post. Let's call it save post, and then we're going to send this post, which contains the title and body. Okay. Now before we deal with this, okay, the first thing we need to bind this method, right? So let's do that first. This on handle submit equals to this on handle submit bind this, right? So that's done. Binding is done. We got the method. We have it in the form. All good. The only thing remained is saving to the database. So we get this reference. Let's go to the firebase. As you can see, we have this constant. We have exported this constant, which simply refers to the firebase database and is reference to the post. Okay, so it will automatically create it. We don't have to manually create and use this. We make a reference and it will automatically create if it doesn't already exist. Okay, so we could create another one called blogs and it will automatically create. It's like that. So we need to use this there, right? We need to use this in the app. So what we can do is we can simply import. Okay, we export it there. We export it, and now let's import it. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to show you at least this one method you can use from React itself. So even if you don't want to use Redux, that's fine, you know, because this I was supposed to do it straight away with the Redux, but just wanted to show you this way, and it's easier, and then we get to the Redux section after this one. All right, so import database from firebase. It is out of the directory, so we need two dots. Okay? So import database from firebase. Now we have the reference. We can use the database. So we use the database save post. What's that? That's not going to work, right? Okay. I could work this way if we had the Redux side done, and we could have created an action with the save post method, but because we haven't done that yet, so let's get rid of it. So how are we going to push this to the database? How are we going to push this post to the database? And it's pretty easy. All you have to do is database push. That's about it, right? That's it. That's how Firebase works. It's pretty amazing. So database means the reference to the post. So what it's going to do when we execute that method on handle submit, it will push this post to this database. Simple as that. Let's save it. Let's see if it works. No, Firebase database is not a function. Really? Oh, database. Why is that? S is capital. That's stupid. Okay. Let's save it. I'm sure this is the method. Hopefully it is. Now keep an eye on this database you have here. Okay, it is a real time. Okay, I have a small screen I can show you, unfortunately, but what is this? React blog, right? I thought I did earlier. Okay, this is different. Okay, so we have nothing here. make sure your rules are set to right. I'm sure you did already. Auth not equals to true. Auth not equals to, that means false. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we don't have anything here, but as soon as if it works, it should appear some of this should appear. Let's try this. Let's hit post. Wow. Oh my god, look at this. This is beautiful, isn't it? If you have been if this is the first time using Firebase, you should be absolutely amazed because it's crazy, right? See, so this key the Firebase automatically generates. All right, it has a lot of benefits, and this is unique identifier as well, so that's good. So if you go inside, as you can see, we have the title and we have the body. Amazing. So we just created something and push this data to Firebase real-time database, which is in the cloud. Amazing, right? So next thing we can do is we can show that data, get the data from the database, and then show it in our application. Right? Great. So you must be loving it, right? So it's cool. So we'll continue to build this application. When we submit the post, we want to empty this field and a lot of small things. Okay. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.